Oh, this water tastes weird.
待ってください、先生。やっぱ今はダメです。
Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Ibuki Archive. As per usual, you know the drill. Sometimes I wonder, is there any point doing an intro? Like, it's always the same. It's not that deep. Anyway, if you haven't seen the last one, we were kidnapped by some homeless, unemployed bum who basically tried to teach us about minimalism. But after calling the bunnies and telling them there was a bunch of bentos, they came and rescued us. And that was pretty much it. It felt like a filler episode, but I liked it. And that leads us to where we are, Volume 4, Chapter 1, Episode 11, Heavy Rain Advisory. A few days later marked the start of Kavodos' rainy season. It's always so weird seeing Arona. I don't know why, I'm not used to seeing her in the story, but it's always a very welcome surprise. Jeez, it's turning into a rainstorm out there. I hope Kavodos doesn't turn into a lake. We might be dealing with the aftermath of this for a while, but I'm sure each school is taking the appropriate measures to keep their students safe. I am a little worried about the SRT Academy students at Kusagi Park. There's not much shelter at the park. Not even a building for them to hide in. Not even an iPad for them to hide in. I hope they don't catch a cold. Rush out to check on the rabbit squad. The tarp has holes all over it. Miyu, we need more tarps. That was the last of it. We're all out. Damn it. We weren't prepared for this at all. Moe, are you still protecting your metal junk? Are you crazy? Put them down and come help us. Over my dead body? If any of my communications equipment gets damaged, I'll really show you crazy. These cost more than your life is worth. What about our guns? Our ammunition? I think your stupid equipment is the least of our concerns. Are you done with the waterproofing? The spillway outside the park needs to be expanded, and soon. The storm sewers are clogged with mud and are about to overflow. We need to free them up before we all drown. I'd love to help, but we're short-handed over here. If we let go, everything's gonna blow away. That was not the kind of explosion I like. It was a bolt of lightning that hit the park. The buttress holding up the command tent. It's collapsing! The command tent caved in. All of our ammunition is underwater. Communications equipment is ruined. This is it. The end of the line. It's okay. Don't give up. We just need to expand the spillway, and I'm sure we can recover and repair some of the equipment. Forget about the stupid equipment. It's over, Miyako. Us. SRT Academy. Everything's over. Saki? If I had known this was going to be the end result, I never would have tried. What are you saying? We all took an oath from the beginning. We swore to each other we wouldn't give up. That as long as we kept putting one foot in front of the other, we could carry SRT Academy's mantle ourselves. Didn't we? Pretty words and pretty oaths, Miyako. That's all that ever was. How did we end up here? When did our duties become to scavenge for food and steal empty drum barrels so we can shower? We were better than this. We used to debate the intricacies of justice and bring down felons. Now we're fighting over expired bentos with hobos. Tell me, Miyako, is this what you meant? Is this how you keep the name of SRT alive? This isn't the SRT I knew. All our worldly possessions are sitting a foot underwater. Living out in the streets was fun at first, but it's getting tiring. Miyako, I wanna go home. Where are you going, Miyako? After all this, you look this disaster full in the face and want to continue? Yes, I will keep SRT Academy's justice alive. I'll never give up. The current is so strong. I don't know how long I've been working. I can't feel my hands and feet. Maybe they were right. Maybe I am a fool. But The justice I believed in. The school that I loved. No, you won't break me! Sensei? You're here to persuade us again? We don't have time for your silly jokes. Not today. I don't care what you have to say. I have to clear the spillway, or we'll really be flooded. Grab a shovel and head to the spillway. Sensei? I don't understand. So you just need the dirt cleared out from here? Yes, that's right. You're holding the shovel all wrong. Give it. Dummies until the end. I want to help. The rabbit members and I worked tirelessly on repairing the spillway for hours. The rain finally stopped. You all really pulled through. Great job. Sensei, why do you continue to help us? We've told you again and again that we won't be persuaded. I've been trying to solve it this entire time, but I don't understand. What do you hope to get out of this? 4 wives. I'm not expecting anything. I'm just your teacher. Is that so? Most of our equipment is waterlogged and damaged beyond repair, but we did manage to stop the park from flooding completely. Thank you, Sensei. I suppose. We wouldn't have made it without Miyako though. But Sensei, wasn't your ultimate goal to get us out of this park? What kind of stupid Sensei would work so hard to help us stay here? We knew Sensei was a dummy since the first moment we laid eyes on them. You shouldn't talk to your Sensei like that, Moe. We've rejected your help so many times, and you still came running today when you thought we might need you.
ありがとうございます、先生。
Later, I took my soaking wet self back to Chalet. Perhaps it was the manual labor in the rain, or the brutal segs, but I ended up having chills and aches for a few days after. A proposal? What is this for? Just take a look at it. A proposal to repair and maintain the facilities in Kusagi Park that were damaged by the flood. The task in and of itself isn't difficult, but how is this pertinent to Chalet's activities? I mean, it's not exactly. Then tell me, is it pertinent to the SRT students? Your silence speaks volumes. I've read the report from the Chief of Defense. SRT Academy students have taken up residence in the very same park they staged a protest in, and you've been looking after them. A conundrum. It isn't my place to criticize you, Sensei. The Chalet organization is structured in a way that I couldn't even if I wished. So instead, my opinion. The fact that those students are living at the park is immensely distasteful. Because they've taken over a public park for citizens? Hardly. It's a remote park with very few visitors. It would have been demolished at one point down the road regardless. However, SRT Academy was at one point granted special immunity from the President of the General Student Council to maximize their effectiveness. But privileges should only be granted when it serves a purpose. With no purpose, privilege is dangerous. Isn't there anything you can do, Rin? No, there is not. I met with every single chief of staff to enlist help, but every single response was a resounding no. And now you've ended up here. You certainly have been busy, Sensei. Would you like some tea? There's no need. I suppose the urgency you feel can't be placated with pleasantries. Then right to the point. I'm afraid I can't help you either. No matter what its students say, SRT Academy no longer exists. As much as I've tried to find a loophole, it's impossible to use the General Student Council's budget for students of a non-existent academy. I tried to finance the park's renovation as an excuse, but that didn't work out either since the area's plans for redevelopment have already been approved. I'm afraid the extent of my power is maintaining the students' academic records so that their data isn't expunged. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer for you. You've done so much already, Kaya. I'll figure it out one way or another. Sensei, have you enjoyed your time with the students of the Rabbit Squad? What do you mean by that, Kaya? I'm fond of them. I'm happy to hear that. Please continue to look after those students, just as you have been. What a coincidence. Hey there, Sensei. Do you have business with the Chief of Staff? Yes. You as well? Oh, well, more or less. Personal business. I expect I'll see you again, Sensei. Welcome, Public Peace Bureau Director. I'm glad you could make it. You look like your head is on a chopping block. You're not in trouble, Kana. I just wanted to report on my last request. Tell me, Kana, how much progress have we made on the reconstruction of Kosagi Town? Well, preparations are complete at least, but there's a stubborn group of hippies squatting in an abandoned building. We haven't been able to get them to vacate, and it's causing delays in demolition. Come again? Public Peace Bureau Director, perhaps you misspoke. The Valiant Valkyrie Police School, protectors of Kovodos and keepers of peace. I would like you to think very carefully before you answer my next question. Are you to tell me that the elite of that school, the Public Peace Bureau, cannot muster the competence to rid us of a handful of hippies? Ma'am, they're not your average run-of-the-mill homeless population. We don't know how or where they procured them, but they're armed to the teeth with state-of-the-art weaponry. Plus, those SRT students you helped out have settled down in the nearby park, making it even more difficult to move. I believe I told you to think carefully about your answer. Are you blaming me? No, I beg your pardon, Chief of Staff. You see, Kana, I like people who take responsibility. Me in my position as Chief of Defense, you as a Director, we need to take responsibility for the duties of our roles. What I'm hearing from you right now, Director, is presumptuous nonsense. It's a disregard for your responsibilities. I hate that, and when people do things I hate, they end up in the same place as those SRT students. Oh, Kana. Just a little joke, but since you're struggling with my request, some advice. Are you familiar with the lesson of 3 arrows? A single arrow will snap like brittle bones, but a bundle of arrows will not crumble so easily. And so, what do you do if you encounter a problem the brittle Public Peace Bureau cannot solve? Simply gather more to your cause. You don't mean... I'm gonna find someone less witless than you if you can't figure out what I mean. Yes, ma'am. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to reading your report. Ugh. Why is every single person I must work with entirely incompetent? I must have done something in a past life to deserve this punishment. You don't mean us, I hope. Oh, don't be silly. You're the best partner I've had in my life. I will say, I didn't expect the Rabbit Squad and Sensei to become such fast friends. Quite the opposite effect of what I intended. As an expert, what's your take on the situation? It's unexpected, but not surprising. We'll keep a close eye on them. Before heading to the Rabbit Squad, I visited a nearby town to grab a meal. But for some reason, not a single eatery in town was open. Come get it while it's fresh. Hot Ina Rizushi. This feels cursed. This feels so cursed to know that they weren't playable for so long and to now read the part of the story where we get them after they literally as the same week that they released. That feels so cursed. Good afternoon, customer. If you're looking for a meal, can I interest you in some delicious Ina Rizushi? If you're on the go, this meal is for you. The deep fried tofu pockets are rice filled, so you're filled. And luckily for you, I just made a new batch. You'll never find fresher. Purchase an Ina Rizushi. Thank you for your business. The streets are pretty empty today, so I was scared I wouldn't sell anything. Well, it's natural with all the redevelopment efforts starting soon. Rumor has it they're gonna build a new subway station here, and they're gonna build a new shopping center on top of it. Seems like they're gonna have to demolish the old plazas first though. It's this big old construction company behind it. What was their name again? They've got the big octopus logo. The Kaiser Group? Yes, that's it. Kaiser Construction. Apparently, Kaiser Construction is staking the future of their company in the redevelopment of this area. But in the process, some residents were rudely ousted from their shops. Well, at the end of the day, I'm just a part-timer, so I'll always be able to find a new job. Purchase another inarizushi. Wow, you must really like my inarizushi. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of my recipe. My friends and underclassmen used to always say I had the best inarizushi they'd ever tasted. My friends from school say that is. Since you bought so much of my inarizushi, I'll give you some of the hot gossip. Kaiser Construction hasn't even begun their redevelopment here, because according to another rumor, the entire project might end up just being cancelled. Some group of hippies got a hold of a bunch of heavy-duty firearms, and they raise all manner of hell whenever Kaiser Construction workers even get close. To make matters even worse, a group of heavily armed students are occupying the park now. It seems like even the police have given up on security around here. Students in the park? Oh, do you know them? You know, I kinda consider gossip my speciality. Here, take another inarizushi on the house. Do you know those students at the park? Do tell. I'm all ears. I don't have anything to say about them. I don't really know much either. I see. How disappointing. Well, I know a thing or two at least. Apparently they're students from an elite academy. That's where they got all their high-tech equipment and how they took over the park. But the thing the rumors haven't addressed is what they're doing living on the streets instead of their academy. Do you think they got kicked out? Or maybe it's just a silly prank. Or maybe they're just dreamers. Idle dreamers, reaching for their impossible futures. What a wondrous privilege of the sheltered. To dream. Is it hard, sensei? Uh-huh. Is it hard, sensei, leading a group of students who won't come down from the clouds? Not in the slightest. How so? My job is to nurture their dreams until they can't help but become reality. You confound me. I don't hate the way you see it. Do what you think is best. Well, I think I'll close up shop. I probably won't be getting any more customers today. What's this? It's leftover inarizushi. I wouldn't be able to finish all of it. So here you go. Refrigerate them for later. Or I'm sure there are hungry students around that would appreciate them. Thanks for the chat, sensei. Maybe we'll meet again. Hold! Stay back! Or I'll shoot!
お、先生じゃん。
Hey, open your eyes, crybaby. This is what happens when you're too much of a scaredy cat to even look at the intruder. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just sensei. Here I thought another dog had wandered in. It's like they think I don't have feelings. Anyways, why are you here? No one asked you to be. Wait, what is that smell? Present the inarizushi. Inarizushi? Miyu! Miyu! A napkin! I'm drooling! I can't remember the last time I had inarizushi. Well, actually, back at SRT Academy. I don't think you would, but you didn't buy these, did you? Yes, I spent a lot of money on it. I found them in a trash can on my way here. A dialogue option that actually has two conflicting answers. Suspicious. Saki, inspect it first. You don't know what it could be laced with. Okay, never mind. It was probably the same answer for both. For the last time, it's just food. Hi, sensei. Is that inarizushi? How nostalgic. The upperclassmen at SRT used to make and eat inarizushi quite a bit. I do hope they're doing well. Thank you, sensei. Let's eat. I explained the entire situation with the rabbit squad while eating the warm snack. So the General Student Council refuses to provide any aid, and a construction company intends to redevelop this entire area. While I naturally didn't expect much support from the General Student Council, the situation is more dire than I thought. And in this situation, all our gear and equipment is damaged from the flood. Well, we always knew we were fighting against the odds when we took on this mission. If we run out of bullets, then we still have our hands. They won't stop us. Miyu's looking at her like, us? As in we? I knew you were gonna say something like that. Probably just waiting for us to be too weak to fight back. And then we're gonna be sold on the black market and tortured. No! Deep breaths, Miyu. Sensei is looking after us, and I won't let that happen. But in reality, we barely have enough firepower to fight off a squirrel, let alone the Public Safety Bureau. If only we could repair the machine guns and turrets around the park's outskirts. Have you silly gooses forgotten about me? Your resident supplies expert, at your most honorable service. Wait, what? What? Why did they like question mark it as if it was gonna be some new surprise character and then it was just Moe? That is weird. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. We got through 3 episodes. These first 2 were actually pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know. That was really weird. Really weird timing, just so happening to read the Fox episode when they just got released. I think there's 20 episodes in this chapter, so we have maybe 2 more videos left, and then we'll be moving back to volume 3. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.